Hello everyone, welcome to tri-vima studio, and in this video we'll continue the further process of my favorite wooden toy tank, which is dedicated to my grandfather. So here we have finished in last video the rope which we tied up here for controlling the nozzle, the fire nozzle, to up and down by rotating this pulley. We are not animating actually, but I need to showcase the position and the condition, how it is appearing. Anyone can understand by just viewing it that this is the process. This will be the working model of this toy. That this way, the as we rotate a pulley, as a kid will rotate the pulley by somehow by his own hand, or by his own by the rope which is winded up. So on that action, the fire nozzle of the tank will go up and down. Now we also have a small situation here that we need to create, which obviously I'm not doing the what we call animation, but I want to show you the actions. That is, let's create that. I'm creating this. Already it has been created here, but I need to position it here. So shift and select this one, Control C and copy location. Now select all the conditions, whatever you have, all the objects you have, and lastly you have to select the empty and right click parent and object, and that empty will go to this parent. Right click and object. Okay, so now in this, what do we have? C. Okay, now that part is not being needed now, so let's delete. Okay, again. So this way it is going, but I don't have this action connected. So let's I'm sorry, I'm calling it always action, but I don't have this model yet connected. So let's select by this and this with all these. So I've selected the pulley shaft, I've selected the pulley, and then I've selected the empty for the rotation, and right click. Okay, now let's see to select properly, and let's try to rotate it again. So yes, this is the correct one. Okay, I'm afraid I cannot rotate these all, but obviously that's the reason. So anyway, so this is done, but I need this to be shifted here. Okay, so it will be inside this. So let's say nozzle rotate empty, rotation empty. Let's say rotation empty. Okay, now by these we can make it okay, anything fine. But right now I just need to control them to make a position in the studio setup, which I will be doing right now. So this is the one thing. So what we are doing it right now that is and create a plane. Let's pull it off by scaling. If we see, I have done edit mode, and then I am selecting the plane. I'll show you again. Shift A, mesh, plane, go to edit mode, select all, scale it, push it out as if you want. Let's see. Yeah, this is enough, I guess. Now select the edge, extrude, go to Z. Okay, let's push it still down. Yeah, and then Control B for bevel. So this is enough. Now what? Let's see. Let's put this to shade smooth. So it will be fine for now. Okay. Now I think this is the good angle. Okay. I think this is the perfect one. Okay. So how do we present this? First of all, before texturing, you need to understand that the whatever texture you are giving it, applying to the objects of this thing, that you should understand that how it will look in a specific environment. So that means for this you need to think about what type of environment you want. In this scene, I need a studio setup, like it's a product shoot that way. So I need a good background with a seamless corner. That means I don't want to show any corner of that background of a ground or of a vertical plane. So that's why I created the backdrop of a curved corner. So in some angle, it won't show me any corner or any edge look. So that's why I did that backdrop. And now on that backdrop, we have placed this, the toy. And now I need to create first a light, an environment which lights up the environment, the scene, and according to that lit up environment, or you can say the lightened setup. After that setup, I will start creating or start applying textures. Because, for example, if there is a room where you are entering it, but you can't see anything, and I said that there is a metal chair, but where is it and how it looks? What's the shape? What's the texture of metal? I say a polished wood cabinet is there. Can't see. Why? Because the light, there is no light. There is no light. Whenever you want to see something, there is something which is bouncing on that and coming back towards to you, towards to your vision, that you can see. According to that, this simple, some common sense, so-called common sense, I will say that if you light something in your scene, after that only you try to start doing your texturing. So you can understand that I doesn't need to do the lighting again, or I am not imagining my textures on some thought bubble that this will look so whatever I am imagining, but after lighting it, it changes. So to control that, or to reduce or to prevent that issues, to do it light again and again, or do textures again and again. So grab a process that is simple. Design, that means your references. After that you create your model. After that you light that model, or you set up a light system around that model to ambient in or to lit an environment in which the model has been seen. And after that you start everything as a texturing. You put all the textures on that specific model, whatever you have created in that scene. So this way you should, I always follow that. I will suggest that you should also follow that. First you lit up the environment according to your need, according to your imagination. After that you start texturing to it, because that's, I can say, that will be a half race is won. If you want a good result, then you will achieve the half race after lighting up. Then you can easily only focus on texturing, which is most important. But to do that, so we need to finish a perfect good model. After that, a perfect light setup, and after that the texturing, which will correctly give you the perfect appearance of that model, or the presentation of that model. Or while lighting also, you will be also working on your imagination, that whatever I'm imagining, without texture I can imagine or not, or without texture that object is giving me that responsibility or the hints of that output, so that you can also check. So that's useful. So now, coming back to this, what I will do, I'll light up the environment. Before that, I need to set up two things. One, the render setting, and two, my camera angle. So let's start with that. So to be sure, let's give first a camera angle. Before creating a camera, I need to settle the backdrop. So let's give it a name, backdrop. Okay, but I don't want to put this object free. I should shift it to collection. So press M, select the backdrop, press M in the viewport, and then give it a name, that is backdrop. Okay, enter. So this is settled. Now next, camera. So press Shift A in the viewport, and then go to list, and you will see the camera. Let's try the simple camera. I'm not going deep with the cameras, but I need just a camera which can show me my model while rendering. So this is it. So now how I can see my camera, here it is. See wherever the angle was. So I'm putting this as 0. Then I will take X as Y. X is 90. And then press 3 for side view and manage it by some this way. Go to solid view. Let's split this screen. Right click to the edge of the viewport and right click on that, and then select whatever you need. I'll say vertical split. Let's get this view will be for my camera, and this will be for my working scene. So T to hide the side edit tool, or the toolbar of the side of the left side of your viewport, and then press 0. The whatever the camera is existing, it will take that view, and G twice Z, and you can through with that. You can see. So this is my scene. Okay, I guess this is good. So let's try this. Now here I can see this. Okay, so now I can give lights. So press before that I will check. Now I do one process while I create my products. I set some preparation that I did my models in this collection. I did a backdrop of this collection. Now I will create a collection for camera. So I'll say cameras. In a way, I say cameras. But what type of cameras? I need, I will render in 4K, I will render in 1920 by 1080, I will render in 1080 by 1080. Why so? Because if I use this sizes, one is for display or to sell. If anyone wants to buy that or the image, the rendered image, then I will sell for it 4K. If anyone wants it to view it, when I'm selling this as a product, for example, then I need to show that image, render image of that product in 1920 by 1080 or some size which the selling platform is accepting, and 1080 by 1080 for my all the social media pages. So yeah, we have to do that split multiple render outputs for better presentation, for better reach, and for perfect way of presenting one single item in a variety of platforms with variety of presentations. Maybe in some size, that means 1080 by 1080, might I have to change the camera angle. It's okay, but I need that to be same product. So here I will say let's go with 340 by 2160 will be my 4K. Okay, now again I will say duplicate collection and I'll switch off this. Now this will be my 1920 by 1080. So 1920 by 1080. Okay, and one more will be my 1080 by 1080. So okay, now here also I have to work on. So I'll give camera 1019 here 1080 by 1080 this way. Here it's done. Now again this one, let's change it to 01 1920 by 1080, and then the main 3840 by 2160, and it's 4K. Okay, I left further to write the number, camera number. Okay, now here how and why I am doing this. Now I need something to be ease of while doing this all selections and all. So let's add some camera and then we change it. So Shift D, escape, and I got the new camera. So give it a new number and 0 here. Okay, so now I'm selecting that. I got selected. Now I'll press yeah, I will press N and I will check this. In this viewport, I will check this camera to view. Press N to hide that panel. Now I'll change it to, let's make this creative. Okay, this seems nice. Okay, now next, Shift D, escape. Okay, now in this one, isn't it looking like a tank? Actually, in my, I'm still in the kiddish mode or my kid zone where I'm just not making it, but in my mind I'm playing with it. So yeah, I'm playing with it. Yes, Shift T again. Let's put some other angle. If we count this actions or this tutorial as a product presentation, then you should understand that camera angles are most important to amplify the product's important aspects or the design of some important corners of that product. So somehow I am trying to do that. So here now we saw that okay, this is not getting with the corner. Here it's showing me something else. So let's put it in this way, or else let's say let's give it side view. This will be good. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay, and one more camera. Shift T. Let's give it name 5. Okay, now I need it a top view. So how about this? Or how about this is good. Yeah, I guess. Or else is good. But it doesn't show me the angle. Let's say keep it this way. Okay, and yeah, I guess this is fine. Okay, so 5 camera angles. Now I have to put those all in. So let's remove these and I'll duplicate for this collection. So duplicate collection, switch out the collection previous one and change all the names or the size of it, what for they will be used. 1920 by 1080. Now I'll do this something called copy paste. Okay, and then again done. Okay, that's done. And one more for 1080 by 1080. So copy. Okay, done. So now how I can show you this? So it is like first of all I'll show you this 4K. So this is the one. Let's first delete switch off this camera to view so it won't disturb or it won't mistakenly move by me. So this is the angle. Okay, this is one more, and this is also good, and this is also good. Let's handle this one with something little. Yeah, I guess this is good. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. And according to this, I need others to be positioned. So control, not control, let's say go to 1920 by 1080, 1080 by 1080, select camera 3, this one, control this one, and last control this one. Now control C and copy location, control C, copy rotation. Okay. Now we want to check, we'll see this one is good. Now in 1920 by 1080, how will I change that? I won't go here because I got out from that habit. For this, I need to go to my add-on which I've created, and this add-on is Quick Reso Pro Render, which helps me to select all my needful presets whenever I want, and I'll just select, I'll go to desktop, I can get full HD, I'll get that, and it will get changed. You want to see this? Yeah. I want 4K, I want to switch, it will get it. I want to animate in some different frames per second, so I can change that. I can click to render image, I can click to animation, viewport render, etc. So do check my Blender Market tri-vima Studio, and in that you will find a Quick Reso Pro Render, which is very useful. Go for it and make it handy. So here I want now 1920 by, I saw the 1920 by 1080. So what I'll do, I change it. I will 1920 by 1080. It's here. Now I need social media screen, that is Instagram 1080 by 1080, which I made just. So here it is. Okay. So now in that I'll use this cameras. So if I want, I can zoom it. But okay, now I need these, and then yeah. So I'll change a little. This is also good. And this is fine. And let's push it back. Correct. On this one again, this is good, but yeah, let's push it down. Okay. Perfect. And this one, and of course, yeah, let's push back. Okay. So these are the useful tricks for cameras and the add-on for the camera or the render output. Screen size, the presets has many stuffs, many sizes. Go do check it. And now we'll come back to lighting. So just hide this. Now we'll create, what if I want to create a collection first, and after that I will add my objects in that creation, in that collection. So I'll say right click to this scene collection, new collection. It's got here collection name. Let's give it lights, and now select this light collection, and now whatever you will create, it will go there. Now before this lighting, I need to set my render agent, and mostly I work in cycles. EV I do work, but I think now cycles are much more controllable and EV is much more evolving, which is very useful. But this project needs a cycle output, so let's do that. So go to renders engine and change it to cycles, switch to GPU, then the noise, change the max samples to 100 or 150 if you're good enough with that. I do work with 100, both the samples, viewport and render. Then in tick to simplify, and in performance use styling will be 256. I don't use more than that, not beyond 256. I can go with 200, but I will stick to 256 pixels per tile. So together 256 by 256 area will be getting rendered. So it will create all each tile rendering. And then now color management, I always go with some color contrasts presets. That is, let's go with this very high contrast in this, and the view transform will be filmic, obviously. And now I need to give lights. So select these, press Shift A and create a light, area light. Let's give the area light. I can't see anything. Go to this, click on this viewport rendered, that is viewport shading method, in which I need to see the rendered output. It will show me that. So here I will change it to disk. I think disk or rectangle, both are good. So let's jump into here and say disk. Let's push it to this and give some output. But now I need to change something while lighting. So I'll go with the wireframe. and let's change it to 4K output. That will be better. And here I'll remove it. Let's give the name to the light power will be 150. Let's do this 250. Okay, we'll see this. Okay, go to 15. Push it back. Change it to 2500. Okay, I can see this where it's going. So 4000 will light somewhere here. So let's push it up. Okay, and where it will go? Here. So this will be 10,000 for me. Yeah. Now shift D and rotate to this part. I guess this is good. Same as 10,000. Shift D and rotate to this part, but not 10,000. It will be 10,500. Okay. But I'll push it from here in this. Now I can go with 7,500. Let's put that here. Let's change it to very top. Yes, this is good. $15,000 what they give. That's great. Okay, here we are doing it in a different way. Let's push this here. So this is the other angle of this, and I need, I think, more light here. So I'll switch off this. Be careful with this. So here I need few lights more. What I will do, let's do one thing and make this 50 and make this 250, which here I don't have a light. So I'll take this shift D, pushing it here and making it 50 by 50 and checking it, saving it. Keep saving, keep your settings perfect, and here it is. Okay, so now save it. Again, check the other view is also good. You want it here also. Let's say shift D. This is also amazing. Last, perfect. So this is the lighting we did. So that's it. Sometimes it gets little harder, but you will through it. But one thing you should importantly, or you very closely, you should monitor that while you light the environment, don't continuously work in render viewport. I mean render preview. You should do the settings of like changing the size of light or the angle of it in live render preview. It will cause full of memory and it can get crash. So to prevent that, you have to do those changes in solid view and keep saving in minimum intervals. Keep controllers or keep incremental saving in minimum intervals, like gaps like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's your choice. Don't make it in a standard, but it's your choice. It should be done. Whatever you do, always remember, make a habit of keeping saves. That is very important. So that's it. And queries, let me know, and I'm here to help. Let's grow, let's connect, let's create something new. Okay, thank you. Bye for now.